So there's a rumor going around that people with gluten intolerances can actually eat sourdough bread without getting sick. I am a huge fan of sourdough. It's one of the things that I've missed more than anything since going gluten-free. And so I thought it might be fun, however ill-advised, to kind of be my own test subject, my own guinea pig, and try this out and see what happens and share it with you. That way you can kind of make your own decision on if this is something you want to try yourself. Lucky for me, there's an amazing bakery in Louisville, Colorado that is apparently known for having amazing sourdough. So Moxie Baking Company is exactly where I headed to get my bread. So the plan is to eat some sourdough, enjoy it while I can because this may be my last time doing it. And then, track how I feel for the next 24 hours or so. And obviously the goal is to come out of this feeling great, but even if I don't, I'm still gonna let you know the results either way. So, the countdown begins now. They gave me butter, but I forgot a knife, so we're just gonna dip our bread in our butter. If this is my last meal, I'm okay with it. Now, the most important part of this experiment, if you are going to try this, is making sure that the sourdough that you buy is the real deal. That's exactly why I tracked down Moxie. If you're gonna try this, do not pick up these sourdough imposters that you see on the bread aisle in the grocery store, because they add all sorts of things to make the bread softer and to make it rise faster, which completely negates everything that makes a sourdough a sourdough. To make sourdough, you need two things. You need to mix flour and you need to mix water, and you let them ferment. And that fermentation process creates helpful bacteria that makes yeast, allows the dough to rise, and also gives it that amazing, wonderful, tangy sourdough flavor. So it's that fermentation process that supposedly breaks down the gluten to a point that we can eat it without causing any problems. Speaking of problems, I'm about 5 hours in at this point, and I'm still feeling really good. So we're doing good so far. Fun fact, sourdough bread actually stays fresh longer than all of the commercial breads that they add all of that crap to keep it shelf stable longer. So, yet another reason to think about trying some sourdough. Oh, I don't know. This is such a good idea. Just kidding, I feel fine. It's like 13 hours in. I feel completely normal. I ate sourdough, and it's not screwing me up. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but for now, I'm a happy camper. All right, good night. Well, it's been past 24 hours, and I'm feeling normal, which is great. I'm feeling normal enough that I trusted my body enough to come all the way out here and snowboard, and that's a long drive, not knowing whether or not you're gonna have to pull off on the side of the road. So, yeah, I'd say this is a success. Would I say I'm gonna do this all the time? Probably not. I find that for me, if I eat a bunch of gluten all at once, it's like I build up more of it in my system and I can't handle it. Now keep in mind, everybody's different, so, you should really think about it before you try it. You may not have the same results that I did, but yeah, I'm really, really impressed. So impressed, in fact, that, spoiler alert, it's like 6 months later. It took me that long to put this together. I am so lazy. But in that 6 months, I have made pretty much a monthly trip to Moxie, and I have yet to have any type of negative reaction whatsoever. So I am just absolutely ecstatic about it. And you know what? If you're thinking you don't want to try out the sourdough thing, you don't want to risk it, but you are in the market for some really amazing 100% gluten-free breads, check out the video I have linked up on screen. I think that you will find it very entertaining and educational. That's all for now, but I will see you soon.